All right, so welcome to our Girl Gang call on the very last day of November in 2020. Can you believe tomorrow is December? I don't even know where this year has gone. It's crazy to me that tomorrow is December 1st, but also very exciting because I think that everyone just is probably really looking forward to a little bit of downtime for the holidays, which is lovely. So my name is Tracy Donald, and I am, okay, hold on, an artist 6. Candace, I know what I am now. Oh my gosh, I'm never gonna learn this. Okay, yes I am. Okay, so I'm an artist 6, just new this month, and I live in Petrolia, Ontario. I'm really excited to be here tonight to be the host of the call and kind of get things rolling into December, because this is like one of the most insane times of the year in retail and in direct sales. And it's been one heck of a haul for the last couple of months. But my goodness, has it been worth it. So let's just start by giving a very, very warm welcome to our newest artists. And so we do have a few new gals on the team. So I would like to welcome Pamela Woods, Sarla Nine, and I hope I said that right, Sarla, and Dana Schmidt. So welcome to all of you, and I hope that you have been having a ton of fun as a new artist with Saint, and really kind of getting to know what's going on and all that good stuff. So we actually thought it would be kind of fun tonight to feature a couple of our new artist 4s. Okay, so fours.
What was that?
Oh my gosh, ambassadors, our new ambassadors / artist 4s. So we have 2 tonight, and I know we're going to hear from one of our newest next week. So we're actually going to start, and I'm really excited to first introduce to you guys Miss Candace Hamilton. And I'll just tell you, I didn't know Candace super well prior to Saint, but I do remember, one phone call in particular where, she was just really doubting herself. And I just said, girl, you got to give yourself a break. You haven't had time. And so I'm really excited for Candace to share, what she has gone through to get to the rank of artist 4. And so take it away, beautiful Candace.
Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of doubt, and I think it comes from anxiety and my storms in my head kind of take over sometimes, and I can be my own worst enemy for sure. And yeah, I remember that conversation too. And I think part of the problem early on, and still can be, it is part of who I am, and I have to keep reminding myself that I need to enjoy the moment instead of forever trying to always propel what's next. I definitely am prone to goal-oriented stuff, and really, like a dog with a bone, really need, I just go. I decide it, and that's it. Like, just, you better get out of my way. Right. So, and I can be hard on myself. I can judge myself, and unfairly, for sure. I do think that sometimes I see the uplines, like the Tracys and everybody that's been in direct sales. And sometimes I was bewildered that I just felt that I was putting in a lot of energy and I was just spinning my wheels. But somebody along the way did mention about reading a book and then just kind of settling in and taking one bite at a time. And it certainly was really good. It was really good for me to hear from several people from my uplines to reassure me. Like a 60-year-old shouldn't probably need to be reassured, and I did. I needed the guidance of my upline to keep me settled in and focused on just the one bite at a time thing. But I have to say also, there is absolutely, there's no way that I am where I am without this amazing team that is building alongside me. And it has to be mentioned. because without them, I don't think you're, you know, a strong individual. I think you're a strong group. So Stephanie was and is an amazing part of my team who has just kind of chomped on her own bone and off she's gone. And Marianne, it's Sandra, Kat, and Jen's my newest artist. And I don't necessarily know if we would be friends outside of this business. However, we do have a loyalty to each other and support each other. And I think with that, that's kind of this grassroots kind of strength that I feel, at least, as the team gets stronger and the offshoots get stronger. And for me, it's empowering to know I have this force behind me. I don't know if I have much more time to talk. If I do, I will actually talk about one little story that kind of tells you a little bit about why and how you have to keep doing a bite at a time. That I had went on a live, and I knew just before I went on the live that there probably wasn't going to be anybody showing up, and because there was a funeral, and the person that was having the class was the host, and her husband passed away. And so I knew going in that I wasn't sure if anybody would show up. And as it turned out, I went live and nobody was there. So what do you do with that? And so I went through my class. 45 minutes later, I closed it off. I washed my face, went down and talked to Leah and said, wow, that was the hardest night so far. And I said, I don't know, if that's the worst thing that can happen to me is I have a live class and nobody shows up, I guess it was okay. But the irony of it all is the next day somebody did the hashtag replay and said they enjoyed the class or they couldn't make it and wanted to know if I would join in a class of over 80 transgender women and would start doing art makeup classes with them. So that one live class that there was nobody that showed up turned out to be quite an opportunity in disguise. So one bite at a time, ladies, and consistency. I do a live every Thursday night, whether I have a class or not, I'm on, unless I'm sick. I'm on. And if it's a rainy day and I have nothing else to do and I want to play on, then I'm on. And I do try and do as much humor as possible. I tend to be a very dry humored type of person. It could even be looked at as a little off in color, but my group that hang out with me, we have fun. So I think that's about it.
Oh,
one bite at a time.
Thank you so much, Candace. So amazing to hear. And yes, there's no doubt that not one of us would be taking a single rank advancement were it not for the people that are on our teams, that we are holding arms and locked arms and running together. And it absolutely does need to be said. And the other thing is, yeah, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. I love that. So, okay, so our next brand new ambassador or artist for is the beautiful Sandy Martin Stoner out in BC. So let's hear from this absolutely amazing gal and see what she's got to say about her journey to ambassador and artist for.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Great. First of all, I just want to thank you ladies for having me on this evening. I am thrilled to be here, and I feel like I just have really so much to share because I have learned so much in these past six years. And had it not been for Becky Hurley, my upline, who literally took me under her wing 6 years ago in this industry, I had never in my life worked MLM or direct sales before. And was in dire need of a friend like Becky. And I've written some things down just because I don't know if anybody knows, but I have a brain injury from an accident that I was in 2 years ago as a passenger on a bus. Go figure. I ride a motorcycle and my family hates that. But I get on a bus one day after work and end up falling and hitting my head. And so I'm just sort of, it's really hard for me to retain information. So this just goes to show you that even with a brain injury, if you apply yourself and do something every single day to excel and just build your business, that you can actually do this. So I think the most important thing that I've learned these past 6 years is to be authentic and to not be afraid to be yourself. And I truly live by that standard in everything that I do, from empowering women to ride motorcycles. I have my own motorcycle gear business where I have clothing for women in the motorcycle industry, because that's something that's really hard to find. But that's truly something that I stand by. And the other thing about my success is that anything that I stand behind, anything that I decide to sell, I have to believe in myself. And when Saint Beauty, or mascara, was introduced to me by Becky a few months ago, I think it was in like the end of July that she reached out to me, and I knew right away when Becky sent me that message, I was like, oh my goodness. The moment I watched Kara's video, everything about the hair stood up on the back of my neck, because I just knew that it was something that I could really stand behind. And I waited for my kit to arrive, and I really didn't start building or even selling anything until late September. So I've only just been with you ladies for a really short amount of time. But again, I think that's being authentic, believing in the products, and loving the products so much that when people see you using the makeup, wearing the makeup, being out in public, and they see you all the time, it is that whole influencer aura about a person that truly sells the product. So if you can stand behind the product and believe it 110%, everybody's going to want to buy that, because you are offering them something that you believe in, and there's value in that. And start where you are. You don't have to have all the answers, and you don't have to know everything. Yes, sometimes we run out of stock and things are happening. This is absolutely normal. It's a growing machine. So rock what you've got. And I truly believe that you can sell anything that's in stock. If the colors they don't want aren't there at this very moment, do something else, sub it out, mix something together, put a package together. I literally did not stop selling. I continued to sell even though the stock ran out. And it's okay to be afraid, and hands shaking, voice shaking. I get scared too. I'm nervous, things. There are times I wonder, oh my gosh, did I do the right thing? Are they gonna love it? And before you know it, they're messaging you and they're like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this stuff. And you've got customers forever. And really, in terms of building a team, I truly believe in quality over quantity. You can build a team with and start bringing in lots and lots of people below you, but if they're not aligned with the same goals and values that you have, it's really difficult, because I feel as though I'm leaving people behind, and I don't want to leave anyone on my team behind. We all work together. So you can't carry that dead weight. So if someone's not working their business, don't stop for too long to try and help them build their business, because if they're not going to do the work themselves, you can't do it for them. You can only encourage them and inspire them to do the work for themselves. Move on to the next person, because there's someone else out there waiting to work with you. And then just remember that you don't have to work within your own social circle all the time. There is a whole world out there waiting for you to put these products out in front of them. So, connect with people online via social media. I just recently did a Christmas market with different vendors from different direct sales company, and I've made probably about 15 new girlfriends, and they're already reaching out to me to learn more about Saint Beauty and the products that we have, and the business. So I just want to thank you guys. I'm so excited to see what 2021 is going to bring us, and I can't wait to look back 6 months from today to see exactly where we all are, and I'm just so grateful to know all of you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Sandy, thank you so much. Both of you, amazing. And it's just incredible to see both of you have had such great success and so many others in the group. And it's amazing to celebrate that. Okay, so on to the training portion here. So next up is Miss Desiree, and Desiree is going to talk about something that we think everyone in the Girl Gang, if they're not already doing, should start tomorrow. So take it away, Desiree. I'm a poet and don't know it. You're muted. There you go.
I'm not muted anymore. Hey ladies, how are you this evening? I am, thank you so much, Candace and Sandy, for sharing. It's always so inspiring to see everybody's stories. And it's always inspiring back as a leader to hear some of the words come out of people's mouths when we talk about go at your own pace, one bite at a time. You know, Eat That Frog is one of the books I read early in my direct selling career, that it's nice to hear that back. So tonight, when I was kind of going through stuff, I don't know if any of you are part of the Saint Artist Image, I think is the Facebook group, but it's a really great group where people share a ton of images that they go ahead and they go and, you know, put together and create. So when I was cruising through stuff on the weekend, what I saw was somebody went and put together an awesome event. And I'm going to show you this because I think we should all do it. Did anybody else see this? 12 Days of Christmas. I saw Sandy shared it earlier today and I was like, whoa, she's reading my mind. This is fabulous. So the 12 Days of Christmas, what it is this artist has gone ahead and created graphics for 12 full days. So our advice to you is do the 12 Days of Christmas wherever you share your Saint business. So if you have a VIP group that you share within it, you now have visuals that you can go ahead and post for 12 days. But I'm going to encourage you to take it one step further. This isn't just about posting the 12 days about Christmas. Do what Candace said and be consistent and pop in and do lives. So the first one is you could go in tonight, and I'm going to put all of these. So there's actually 13 graphics because there's the 12 days and then this one. So you could go and put tonight a little teaser about joining me for the 12 days of Christmas. And then every day is going to have, oh, I just lost it. Every day is going to have another different image. So this is going to be day one. So why not hop on, do a live and show people this is our hack. We color match people. It doesn't have to be long. Don't do a full makeover. I think these are little snippets. So talking about we color match, talking about this is custom makeup, and share from there. I'm not going to show you all of them just for time's sake, but same thing as we go down.
We're only seeing the first one still, does.
What?
I think.
Let's see this hack stack.
I can't. I'm only seeing the first one. Not that it matters. I think everyone will get the idea. Most of
How's that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So as you're going through, you're going to get the idea, right? So every day is something completely different. So the first one is going to be your hack stack. The next one is going to be your lip care. So you can talk about your lip conditioners. All right. Pop on, do a little live, talk about, have them in the tiny little square compact in your purse all the time. So you're busy on the go. Then day 3 is your Saint tools. So why not do a demo and clean your brushes, show your perfector sponge. Day 4 is solid perfumes. So you can go and show their illuminators, talk about the beautiful scents that each one is, and you're done. So we're talking a couple minute live, but what's going to happen is you're going to have that consistency Candace was just talking about. You're going to educate people on stuff maybe they've never heard of, because maybe they've been to a class before, but they didn't watch the whole thing. Maybe they just popped in, but they missed the whole part on day 5, which is our beautiful carriers that we offer, or the skincare products on day 6. The kits and bundles we offer on day 7, the illuminators on day 8. You could just do them all up your arm on different show them how they all show on your skin for the cream and for the powder. So you guys get what I'm saying. But I thought this was a great way for you to go ahead and just share and be consistent, because sometimes people often don't know what to do. Sometimes when we look at social media and you're like, I really want to be more active, but I don't know where to start. What is my content? What am I going to talk about? 12 Days of Christmas is an easy thing. If you wanted, you could even offer a little prize maybe for everybody that participates, not purchases, but participates in the 12 days. So hops on with you and comments. Maybe you give away a lip and cheek and you pop it in the mail because it's really inexpensive. So we thought that was something great everybody could share, and it would be incredible practice that if you're not comfortable hopping on your VIP group and doing a live, this is an easy format. So I encourage everybody to give it a try. I'm going to pop these graphics right now into the Girl Gang so you can just copy them and paste them into your group. Write your own posts so we all don't end up in jail, and then go ahead and do your lives. Okay. So Trace, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, the only thing that I'll add is like you could literally post out all 12. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit that 12 Days of Christmas, that first visual, with the time of the live each day. So the post will go up and then it'll be like, join me live at 7 tonight, or join me live at 4 this afternoon. I'm going to do different times. And the other thing is, I know a few of us bought the Advent calendars, and how fun will it be to also, when you're doing it, say, well, you know, I'm going to show you my eyeshadow color every day from my Advent calendar, because they're still available and we could sell some potentially. So why not? So yeah.
Love it.
Thank you, Des. I love it too. It's exactly the focus that we all need right now, of just like what to do. And that leads me into the next topic, which you know, I know that many of us have several years of direct sales experience, and sometimes we take that for granted and we forget what it's like to be sitting there going, oh, so what do I do? Like, what am I going to do? I've had conversations with a few of you and you're like, I don't know what December looks like. So first of all, in the direct sales world, like, we kind of tend to shut it down about the second week of December. Now, it's very important in your business that you never just completely shut it down and go on like a 3-week vacation. You don't have to be in like super selling mode, but you can certainly be popping in and doing lives and posts and sharing content from even other artists, just to stay relevant with people. But I will say that one of the things that I strive most for leading into the holiday season, especially with the hustle that we have coming into it, is downtime. But there's nothing worse than sitting there all through Christmas, dreading January because you have nothing on your books. Okay. That is called a life ruiner. Okay. Like, if you want to ruin your Christmas, do that. If you want to enjoy your holidays and you want to be able to have a peace of mind that your business is going to be in full function come the new year, and you're going to be rejuvenated and ready for it, then this advice is for you. So first of all, we still have 2 weeks of December, okay? And we will be giving details of a Girl Gang Jingle All the Way bash next week, okay? It's very much like our pumpkin spice, everything nice event we did back in October. We thought this was a really good time for the simple fact that, you know, it can be a tricky time of year, and we want to help you all wrap up 2020 strong. And so it's going to have the normal tutorials, but we're also going to do a recruiting component and something fun for bookings. And so we're just getting all of the details ironed out as we speak, but in the next 24 hours, you can expect to see the details, and it will be the $5 a person to participate. If you want to participate and not pay $5, you can, but your guests will not be eligible to win prizes. Okay. And so details about that will come. So that's one way that you can really work in December to make sure that, you know, you're working December, but you're also potentially getting bookings and follow-up opportunities for January. The other thing is Um, be going the distance right now and following up with all of your November customers. And I mean, I'm just blown away at the sales that everyone is just raking in from November. It's amazing when, you know, we have really, really good stock, how quickly the numbers climb and accumulate. And we do have another stock drop here coming soon. But right now is the perfect time to be following up with those November people and finding out who might be interested in sharing this with some girlfriends before the holidays. You know, you can also be posting on social media. I know Rachel posted a really great visual. Maybe she can pop it in the Girl Gang, where you're asking wives if they want you to be in touch with their husbands with their wish list. I've done a couple husband gifts already. So right now it's really taking the time to not only book a couple classes in December, but really focus on January. And I cannot tell you how much of a relief it is to walk into the new year knowing you have a couple solid classes in the first 2 weeks. Don't wait till after the 15th. Honestly, you know, the 3rd, 4th of January, everyone, the bustle and the hustle is done and people are ready for normalcy again, and especially coming into 2021. And so if I can give all of you one challenge right now, it is do not shut your lights off on whatever date you decide. For me, it's going to be December 15th-ish that I'm going to kind of just tone it down. And my goal, my personal goal will be to have 4 classes booked between like the 2nd, 3rd of January and the 15th. And so pick your goal, and it's your goal. You might only want one. Your goals are your goals, okay? But it's very important you set one and you do not dim the light on whatever day you determine in December until you've achieved that. Okay, so super, super important. And it's really just following up with the people that are falling in love with your makeup every single day that you're selling this to. It's not that's not that difficult. You know, when you think of who can have classes, it's the people that love your product. Okay, and like I said, we'll be having some sort of a component for people who book classes next week at the event. So I'm going to send it back to Desiree to talk about, is there anything I missed there?
I just want to add on for anybody that's never been in this industry before and you've never worked this holiday season, Teresa's right. And so it's kind of finding the key verbiage when you're chatting with people about getting booked in early, because I'm going to give you an objection you're going to hear and then one you're going to come back with, because a lot of people might come to you to say, oh, I don't know about doing it at the beginning of the year because everybody's going to be broke. Everybody spent all of their money at Christmas. I just don't know. This is something I've heard for 20 years. And immediately I say back, and this year, honestly, I think it's more than ever, people get money for Christmas all of the time. January is typically, in my direct sales career, January is my biggest month of the year. It is actually bigger in sales than November, because you position it that way. People get money more than ever. They decide they want to, what they're going to do with it. So it's a great, great way to kick off the year. I lots of times over the year, believe it or not, the first company I was with, he positioned it so we were able to go back to work on like the 28th, if you wanted, of December. So there was like little widgets is always my word I use. So if you want to get back to work early, don't be afraid to offer, you know, something you've got kicking around to get that calendar booked up really, really early for you, because that kicks off your year. Whatever you do in January, whatever you do to set that pace in the first 2 weeks of business rolls your year. Very, very solid. It's the snowball effect that I call. You start it there and it just starts to get momentum like a snowball, and it grows and gets bigger and bigger. And the one thing that you'll find is that Tracy's right. If you start on January 5th, that means you're not getting bookings probably until January 12th, which means it takes a few days to get people color matched and takes a few days to get orders. So ideally your business isn't starting until January 15th, 17th, 20th. That doesn't give you a big window. So Tracy's advice is 100% right. It's the best time of the year to be doing classes is early in that year, because people are bored. People are bored, and they're going to be more bored than ever because of all of the restrictions that we are on. They're not going to be at the holiday parties. They're not going to be at the New Year's bashes. Why not think about doing your own bashes and offering that sort of thing for the girls' night out and getting out of those blues? Because we're probably all going to feel it a little bit of where's that New Year's gathering? Where's the family big gatherings, right? So food for thought to put some ideas together. And yes, we're going to release all of that stuff for the event next week. We just kind of put it together in our brains this morning. So we're going to put it all on paper and be asking people to present on the event as well. So we want to close out this call with.
Yes, it's Becky.
Oh, hey, Becky.
Can I just add one little story?
Please
Just
do.
for everybody thinking, oh, you guys are just saying that. January's not that busy. 25 years ago when I started, one of the people that was on the team, I said to her in November, I said, oh, I guess January is going to be really dead. And she said to me, no, actually, January is one of the busiest months. And I said, oh, okay, January is one of the busiest months. And then every time I would ask somebody if they wanted to show in January, they'd say, oh no, nobody's going to attend a show. And this is, we were having shows in person, obviously. Then they would say, well, nobody's going to want to come to a show. And I said, well, actually, I've heard it's one of the busiest times of the year. And they'd be like, oh, okay. January was always, and I'm not lying, other than November, January was always my busiest time of the year. And it just set out the course of the entire rest of the year for me.
It's 100%. I used to believe the same thing. I was like, you guys are crazy when they would tell me that. And then I worked my first January and I was like, whoa, that was better than November. And what a thing, because then that becomes your recruiting for all the people that cannot and you're sponsoring that aren't paying those Christmas bills. It's like, wow, now we do opportunity events and show everybody the business. So thanks for adding that on, Becky, because it's true. It's so true. Okay. So last but not least, we need to do recognition because there is a pile of recognition that we need to celebrate. I feel like every few minutes, my phone is binging off in the last few days here with so many incredible ranks. So we have a ton of people that hit Artist 2. If you're like me and you're struggling to get your brain around these levels, that was Top Hacker. Okay, so we have Jane Poole, congratulations. We have Dana Schmidt, congratulations. We have Shauna Goshko, who hit that last night. Kara Coltman, Terralyn Scott, Jen Peacock Riger, I think. Adeline Bakula, Laura Melnick, Lorianne Holmes, and Kat Kabar. How do I say that? Kabahar. Probably got that wrong still. Congratulations to all of you at Artist 2 and moving on to Artist 3, which we are so excited about. The Artist 3 earned this little lip pin that we're going to chat about. Goes to Jory Matheson, Andrea Ratke, and Carrie Ann. So congratulations to all of you.
Sorry.
Artist 4 goes to one of the lovely ladies you heard from tonight, Sandy Martin Toner and April Floro as well. Artist 5 goes, promotions were Bev Boone and Becky Hurley. So congratulations to you ladies. And Artist 6, this is crazy that we are talking these numbers now going all the way up to Artist 6. So we have the incredible Tracy Donald, very first person in the Girl Gang to hit that level, and the incredible Rachelle Moore as well. So congratulations to everybody that ranked. We are so proud of you and your teams because we know all of these levels are just not you. We know it's your teams, and it's so nice to see exactly what Candace talked about earlier. And Candace hit so many good points. I feel like I keep referencing her, but
Can I add one thing, Des? Just tonight, Miss Sherry Ward hit artist 2. So yay, Sherry.
oh, congratulations, Sherry. But Candace was saying, oh, I lost my train of thought. I lost it. Candace said something good and I don't remember now. I lost it. Shoot. Oh, Candace was talking about your team, and when you see your team rise and you see your team, you know, spread their wings and start to move forward, that's what you work for in a leadership team. That's what you strive for so much, is when you can see your other people, that you get to cheer them on. And it is so great to see so many people taking on these leadership roles, and it's fabulous to applaud you all on. So on that note, our recognition program is kicked into high gear. I put up a post last night about it. So you're going to see me put up a redemption form. Why are we doing a redemption form? Because there's over 125 people in the Girl Gang now, and it's impossible for us to track it all. So what we're going to do is have a form that is going to look like this. I'm going to share it with you right now. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to post it tomorrow on the 1st, and then you are going to get it to your artist 6. Okay, so you're going to get it to Tracy, Rachel, or myself, depending on who you're under. And then you're just going to send your name, your artist ID, your address, so we know where to send your goodies, and then check off which ones you hit for November. Okay, so we're excited to get these all off to all of you so you can start sporting them.
I'm going to add one more thing,
Yeah,
Desiree.
you can wrap us up, girl.
We actually forgot something very important, and everyone is going to hear from both April Floro and Shanna Friesen on next week's call as the other 2 ambassadors that ranked. But Shanna Friesen also hit the ambassador rank, and so artist 4. And we're so sorry. It's so, guys, if we only could tell you how crazy it is to sort this recognition, I can't wait for that to be something that is enhanced. So Shanna, big shout out to you.
I'm sorry, that's my fault. I take all ownership. I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I do the recognition, because there's no way to track it. This is how I do it. I go to photos in the Girl Gang, and I have to go through and look at every single post that was made as far as who promoted. So I'm sorry that somebody was missed. Sorry.
Well, and on that note, I'm going to tell you guys, we don't get a notification when you hit a rank. So if you've hit a rank and we haven't recognized you, just know that there's like 125 people now, and we've just not noticed it, because there's like no beacon, there's no notification. And so just know that, tell us, like shoot a message and be like, ooh, just hit elite, just hit top, whatever. So definitely be letting us know. And I'll just tell you guys, this is the elite or artist 5 necklace. I didn't get my 4. I didn't get my artist 4 necklace yet, but I did get this one, and it's very pretty. It's rose gold. So this is what you have to look forward to. This is what Desiree, myself, Rachel, Bev, and Becky have all earned. So, and I think April, no? I don't know. I'm messing this up. Anyway, okay.
I don't like these new numbers. I will get used to it, but they're confusing me.
I know.
I
Yeah. Okay, so that's it, you guys. Listen, we'll be in touch with everything we've got coming down the pipe next week. And congrats to those of you that have wrapped up this month, hitting your goals. I mean, I'm seeing numbers that are just like, whoa, it's crazy. So many rank advancements, so many people achieving their goals. And you guys are literally incredible. And we love you all very, very much. And we want to say thank you for being here tonight, watching the replay. The replay will be posted shortly if you happen to hop on late. And I hope you all have an amazing week, and we'll see you right back here next Monday at 9 p.m. And Shanna and April may not know this yet, but you are going to hear from them as the other two new ambassadors. So thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.